I rise like the sun sometimes, but then I fall. Like a black moon, I rise when the night falls. When the night falls, the mic calls, so listen, it's the ultraviolet rays that keep me rising on the mission. I rise like the sun sometimes, but then I fall. Like a black moon, I rise when the night calls. When the night falls, the mic calls, so listen, it's the ultraviolet rays that keep me rising on the mission.
It came down to Game 7 where the Rockets had control over the game until the third quarter. And they got cheated in the third quarter by the refs. The refs changed the flow, changed the momentum. They missed, and I made a video about that. They missed a 4-point play for James Harden. He didn't even get the shot that he made. He got nothing out of that. They took it outside lines, out of bounds. I don't believe they even scored on that possession. They let the Golden State Warriors get away with some egregious moving screens. They were hacking Eric Gordon a lot going to the basket. There was one play he got hit by Draymond Green and Kevin Durant. Fell on the ground, nothing, no call. All that contact, no call. They got hosed in the third quarter of that game, basically. They got hosed completely. It was some Sacramento Kings versus the Lakers stuff in that third quarter. That changed the flow of the game. All of a sudden, Steph Curry started making his shots. All of a sudden, everything started falling. Golden State took control of the game. They didn't look back. The Rockets gave it a good fight, okay? But I do believe that the referees hosed them out of that in that third quarter. And I think a lot of people are going to point to the 27 missed threes. They did miss 27 threes in that game in a row. 27 in a row. But I feel like when the momentum changes, it affects the way. Because one thing, they had a pick and roll going with James Harden and Clint Capella that Golden State could not stop because Clint Capella was too big for him. And they stopped going to that. And I think the reason they stopped going to that is because they knew if there was contact, they weren't going to get the whistle. So they settled for a lot of threes. And it's their game plan to shoot a lot of threes anyway. But I do feel like this season ended very poorly because they had an opportunity to go to the finals and they didn't. And it wasn't just because of their performance. It was also outside factors that stopped them from going to the finals this year.
He's back. What up, Hype Beast, man? Bad news. Anybody who loves basketball, anybody who loves real basketball, anybody who loves fairly officiated basketball, I got some bad news for you today. I have some horrible news for you today, man. Scott Foster is heading back to the Warriors versus Rockets series, man. He has officially been assigned by the NBA back to this series. Now, the video you guys just watched with me talking, I did not have to go find clips of Scott Foster cheating the Rockets. I didn't have to go do it. I made a video on it this time last year, in the Western Conference Finals. I made 2 videos about Scott Foster and the referee crew cheating the Rockets out of a championship, not necessarily a championship, but a finals appearance. 2 videos I had already made about it. I didn't even need to go find footage or nothing. I already had it. That's why I uploaded the same footage. What you're watching in the background is footage from last year. Scott Foster is back, man. The NBA has this weird relationship with James Harden. Yeah, they'll give him an MVP trophy. Yeah, they'll make the rules favorable for him during the regular season so he can average 36 points per game. They will do all of that. But when it comes to the playoffs, man, they will put the worst situation on him for him to fail. And he's already kind of halfway a choker anyway. But they're trying to destroy James Harden and Chris Paul because Scott Foster, man, last year he was the MVP. He was the MVP of the playoffs last year. He cheated the Rockets out of, a finals berth. And then when they got to the finals, he cheated LeBron out of his game 1, out of his tremendous, historic 51-point game 1. They cheated him. This all this guy does, Scott Foster. When he gets on the crew, he even looks like a cheater. When you look at his eyes, he looks like a cheater. Like, this guy's a cheater. The fix is in. As soon as Scott Foster's name is in a series, the fix is in. You already know the Warriors are going to win. That's all he does is cheat for the Warriors. As if the Warriors need more help. They already got Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond, Boogie Cousins. They got everything in their favor. What do they need the ref team for to help them? Why do they still need more help from the refs? In the NBA, of all people, James Harden complains and says he just wants a fair chance and that he'll live with the results. And the first person they go out to get to ref the game, who wasn't originally assigned to the game, is Scott Foster. The dude who he's complained about this season, who he complained about last season, who he's always complaining about, as he should, because he's a cheater. It's like Tim Donaghy, whatever his name is. It's like him all over again. I sat there and I watched the Sacramento Kings get cheated out of a chance to go to the finals. And then I saw it again last year. I saw the Rockets get cheated out of a chance to go to the finals last year. And then in the finals, I saw LeBron get cheated out of game one. He wasn't going to win that finals anyway, but he should at least got that game one. He should at least got the game one. 51 points. He had them running scared for that one game. He didn't even get the game one. They cheated him out of the game one. They cheated him out of getting a game in the finals. And then this is the guy that they run to soon as James Harden says something. It's like an abusive relationship or something that James Harden has with the NBA. Like, oh, you doing okay? You doing okay? As soon as you say something out of line, Scott Foster on you. Scott Foster, I'm going to drop Scott Foster on you. It's terrible, man. So this series is over, man. This series is over. I thought this was going to be a long series. The Rockets are going to lose this series. They already got cheated out of game one. 4 times the NBA admitted that they jumped under James Harden on the closeout. The last possession wasn't. I'll give him the last possession. I didn't think the last possession was a foul. But he got hit by Klay Thompson multiple times throughout that game. No call, and it's obvious. And that's stuff he's been getting all season. It's like they just set him up to fail every season. It's crazy, man. Let me know what you guys think down below about Scott Foster, man. Scott Foster, the MVP of last year's playoffs, is now a factor in the Warriors versus Rockets. Leave it down below. All right, see you next time.